Today I'm going to tell you about what Spencer Rattler told me about the prospect of earning his 5th star from Rivals.com, 24/7, or ESPN, and all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kid folk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button, because this is your place for Oklahoma football news and analysis. Before we get into what Spencer Rattler told me about the prospect of earning his 5th star, here's some news and notes you need to know, starting with the new redshirt rule has passed. For those of you that don't know, one of the things college football coaches and college football players and fans have wanted is a less strenuous redshirt rule. With this new rule coming into play, freshmen can now play up to 4 games before having to burn their redshirt. This is particularly of interest because a guy like Tua Tagovailoa at Alabama might have been able to keep his redshirt year under this rule had it been last year, but he won a national title, so Alabama fans, I don't care. But for Oklahoma fans, what this means is we will probably see a lot of freshmen on the field in 2018, from Buki to Deshaun White to Ronnie Perkins. Now yes, the redshirt rule might be perceived as taking a recruiting chip off the table for college football coaches, but since most coaches tell recruits anyway that if you're the best player, you're gonna play anyway, I don't really think that's a big point. Now, as Red Dirt Sport pointed out on Twitter, conferences can set limitations on this rule, like say, you can play the freshmen in the 3 non-conference games and the bowl game, but not during the conference season if you want to redshirt them. So for Oklahoma, it could be the Big 12 says, hey Lincoln, you can play Deshaun White against FAU, UCLA, and Army, but if you play him during a conference game, you can't redshirt him. And no, I don't think that this rule is going to lead to more garbage time play for Tanner Mordecai this season, because those are Austin Kendall snaps unless something goes terribly wrong. Alright, now let's get into what Spencer Rattler told me about earning his 5th star. And let's start with this. There isn't a single 5-star quarterback in the 2019 class, which feels wrong, which feels off, which feels ridiculous, which feels trash. However, neither Rivals, nor 24/7, nor ESPN believe one of the best players in the country is a quarterback. In a piece earlier this month, SB Nation recruiting director Bud Elliott wrote about how it's not just the recruiting services that think this. Many scouts and quarterback coaches and college coaches think the same. Here's a stack of quotes from that piece that he wrote. This is a bad year to be a QB. It's the worst I've ever seen. It's like the position skipped a year. I'd take 6 guys from last year's class over anyone out here. The bottom sucks too. The whole class just doesn't have it compared to what we usually get. So that's a stack of guys that think Florida State commits Sam Howell, Alabama commit Tua Tagovailoa, Tua's little brother, and Oklahoma Sooners commit Spencer Rattler, don't have the measurables, raw football talent, or wow factor to earn the same 5-star status as Oklahoma commit Theo Weiss or top safety prospect Dax Hill. And even those 3 quarterbacks that I mentioned, which nobody would thumb their nose at, the only consistent knock on those guys is that they're short and small. And by short and small, I mean 6 feet, 200 pounds, which where I'm from ain't short or small. But those stats are diminutive in big-time football. But even Elliott concedes a 6-foot, 200-plus-pound quarterback went #1 overall in the biggest of big-time leagues. So measurables don't count for squat if you can hit a shoebox from 50 yards against the best competition you have an opportunity to play against, like Baker Mayfield and, yes, Spencer Rattler. Rattler's resume now includes a consensus stamp as the best quarterback in the biggest quarterback competition on the planet, which is the Nike Elite 11 Finals, and he has an invitation to the opening finals. So he is going to play against the best, and he's beating the best. This all after a junior season where he flat out raked, passing for 3,946 yards with 45 touchdowns. He can also catch, punt, win a big basketball title, probably would fix your sprinkler in 100-degree heat, then come back and drop a 40-yard dime against your favorite defensive back. And he's so good he's even batting back rumors of visiting Texas A&M. But more to the point, again, national recruiting analyst Adam Gordon called him the best quarterback in the 2019 class. Writing, quote, Rattler effortlessly throws the ball to his receivers in stride. He can make tough throws into tight windows where only his receivers can get them, and he does an excellent job of dodging pressure in the pocket and finding an open player down the field. That's a 5-star skill. Apparently, there's just too many people who believe that just isn't enough for Rattler, or any quarterback in this class, to join Theo Weiss or Dax Hill as a 5-star player. As for Rattler, he continues to just play, telling me, to be honest, I really don't care. But I know I should have that 5th star, but I'm not tripping. Let the OU fans know I'm coming. Love y'all. Spencer Rattler is not here for a 5-star title. He's here to win titles. That's it for me. Deuces.